Welcome back, Lexurious Fleet. In today's Japanese and Korean auto news, the Honda Accord is getting refreshed for 2021. There's an American transforming Toyota, and Hyundai and Kia are recalling more vehicles for burning up. Okay, over at Honda's newsroom, 2021 Honda Accord gets refreshed styling, updated hybrid variant, new Sport Special Edition trim, plus wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I read through this a couple of times. I got my notes here to kind of sum things up for you for this refresh. Well, the styling is very minimalistic in terms of the differences. There's a wider grille that has chrome on it now. There's a new fog light design which changes the front fascia. The bottom corner is just tiny amount. There's longer reaching headlights now, which is pretty cool, I guess. And the radar cruise control sensor is now more tucked away. It still looks like it sticks out to me. You have 3 new wheel options, and the 19s kind of look like throwing stars if you're into that. They've done some fine tuning with the turbocharged engines as well as the hybrid. They claim that they're all smoother, better driving. So there's that. And the brakes are supposed to be much more smoother at low speed operation. Now the new Sport SE comes in the 1.5T trim, and you get heated leather and power seats in that vehicle. And the EXL gets a couple upgrades. It gets wireless charging. You get USBs in the back seat. I think there's a couple more trims that get rear USBs, but it's not standard. But what is standard is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto now. And then on the higher trims, you get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is pretty cool. We don't even see that in, gosh, most luxury vehicles. So pretty awesome. Now, they're all about the revised Accord Hybrid. It shares the same hybrid technology that we see in the CR-V hybrid. A total of 212 horsepower, but the benefit to this sort of hybrid is that it runs in EV mode a little bit longer than, let's say, Toyota's hybrids. But peak efficiency of the Accord hybrid is gonna be 48 miles per gallon. And you have 232 pound-feet of torque available to you immediately. So that's pretty cool. They say it's 1 second faster to 60 than the 1.5T. And the fuel economy savings is about double compared, it seems to be close to about double compared to the 2-liter turbo engine, and quite a bit better as well as the smaller 1.5T. Gosh, the Accord Hybrid's looking pretty good. I'd have to drive it. Fingers crossed, Honda will send me an Accord Hybrid for me to give you my impressions on. And guys, if you made it this far into the video, make sure to smash the like button. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, I got a lot of exciting things coming for the channel. I got a Hyundai Sonata coming in today for review, so stay tuned for that, but let's get back into the news. And on the topic of Honda, guys, I love motorcycles just as much as cars. I just don't talk about it much on my channel because it's more of an automotive channel, but in the future, there's that possibility. Honda developing a supercharged Africa Twin, but yeah, this is more of a traditional supercharger that we see on the automotive side of things, and it provides a lot more low down torque. You're not gonna have like that turbo lag that you get, or you can even see on the centrifugal supercharger. So don't really know how much power this would put out, but gosh, 150 horsepower I don't think would be out of the equation, which is pretty incredible. So yeah, Africa Twin, one of my favorite motorcycles out there. I just spilled my coffee, let's keep moving. The American who's out to transform Toyota. This is over at Automotive News. Fantastic article. I could spend 30-40 minutes just talking about this article, but I'm just gonna try to do some of the highlights. So he's one of the first board members ever that's non-Japanese. He's the first American ever to be on the board of directors for Toyota. He's working on software to speed up product cadences. He's like, well, I want to be able to transform Toyota into more of a Silicon Valley software company. He came from Google's car division. He's working on autonomous vehicles, improving the cadence. He says they can reduce the cadence of Toyota models coming out with like redesigns and refreshes by half the time. I don't know. That sounds way too good to be true because we know Toyota is the slowest automaker in the world when it comes to bringing out new products. Look at the frickin' Land Cruiser. Land Cruiser is all I gotta say. So the software he's working on, he compares it to Android systems or even Microsoft Windows, where they're going to be offering this, I guess, operating system for vehicles as purchasable by other car brands. He said it's going to allow them to much easier develop vehicles. He said when he was working for Google, they did a lot of work with the Priuses, and he said the software was just so hard to work with and so hard to update. So look forward to Toyotas in the near future to be much more Tesla-like with their updatability and their quickness to bring out new products. So we'll see on that. I hope this guy, James Kuffner, can totally revamp Toyota, make them a much quicker company to bring out new products, make them a much better software company, because we all know Toyota's software is borderline bad, if not terrible. Okay, so and that's for most car companies out there. Their software is just not good. And the faster you can get into Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is almost how I judge car software nowadays. If you can get into it really fast and it doesn't give you a whole lot of issues, that's a good car software, because we know our phones are so much more superior. But if Toyota, by this guy, can turn things around, make them a software company for vehicles, guys, we know Toyota's capable of doing it. So he said the next few years are going to be a radical change in Toyota. So we can't wait to see what kind of innovations he can bring to Toyota. So staying on Japanese autos for a second, Nissan revamps US commercial vehicle business. Now they canceled their NV cargo and passenger vans and the NV200, and they're trying to cater towards business owners now to sell fleet vehicles. And they have all these, business advantages here, like all their vehicles qualify now. They have commercial financing for more than 2 vehicles, etc. I mean, Nissan needs a lot of help right now in terms of sales. And the fact that all their vehicles are available for commercial use is, I think, a good thing, but no vans anymore is a head scratcher. Now they're talking about, I've heard rumors of them bringing over some Renault vehicles, Renault city vans to bring to America. But I think that would even be too costly for them because the margins on fleet vehicles are low to begin with. I don't expect Nissan really to be a power player in fleet vehicles with the cancellation of their vans, but I don't know. That's definitely outside of my wheel range and my expertise. And I hope they do well there, because God knows they need all the sales they can get at this point. But they need to be profitable. Fleet sales really aren't very profitable. They look good on paper, but they don't make a whole lot of money for dealerships or companies. And lastly, guys, over at Electric, Hyundai to recall 77,000 Kona electric cars over risk of battery fire, fights LG Chem over cause. Holy cow. And maybe that's why they are working with SK Innovations instead of LG Chem for all their future batteries, because maybe they knew that they had a big issue on their hands of their EVs burning crap down. I mean, this poor house, these poor guys. I mean, oh yeah, Kona EV, it's a great car in theory if it doesn't burn down your house. So yeah, 77,000 to me sounds like that's every single vehicle, every single Hyundai Kona that they probably made. It doesn't look good for Hyundai and Kia at this point, because they just recalled between the two of them, I think, over 600,000 vehicles. Yeah, they got a big issue. They almost need to have their own fire department at this point in time. And guys, that sums it up for today's news. Not too much. It was kind of quiet over the weekend, and that's fine with me. Gives me a little bit of rest, a little bit more time with my family. If you made it this far, haven't smashed the like button, go ahead and do that. Subscribe if you're not. And I can't wait to see you in upcoming videos. I know Wednesday I'll be giving you my impressions and the shakedown of the Acura MDX prototype. I'll give you all the information that I possibly can, and I look forward to see you guys in future videos. Have a great week, take care of yourselves, and peace out.